Hey everybody, so the comment I made on the subject matter, what separates a winner from an also ran, refers to a horse race. When a horse runs, there's a winner, and then there's horses that also ran in the race. So as entrepreneurs call us and want to grow their business quickly and really have a business of their dreams, how many of them follow through? How many of them are winners, and how many of them also ran the race? And I'm going to give you an example here of why I'm actually putting this post on today, because this is a real valuable lesson, something I want to teach everybody today that's highly important, and why even on Super Bowl Sunday is what separates winners from ones that also ran. So if anyone doesn't know me, my name is Sam Francis. I'm with the Driving Force Company. And if you're serious about growing your company to massive levels and following through, then we have our book, How to Grow Your Business to Massive Levels Faster Than You Ever Thought Possible. Go to drivingforcebook.com and check it out. So let's get rolling. So the reason I'm making this post today is I just had a cup of coffee with from Prospect. Now he's a new Driving Force Mastermind member. Is somebody else fumbled the ball. I want to use a little football terminology here on Super Bowl Sunday, and it got to us. It was our turn, and we were number 3 on the list. Our company was number 3 on his list. So Friday night, after he worked with another company, and he said, look, why don't we get together for a cup of coffee? And for whatever his reason, he wanted to do something face-to-face. The owner of that company started complaining to him, it's Super Bowl Sunday, don't have time, I'll call you next week, Monday, and we'll take care of it. He brushed him off. So instead of servicing the client, and if you're in business that sells a product or a service, you're in the service business. You're in the business of serving your clients. So he went away. What he ended up doing was go back online and do research of other companies, other people that could solve his problem. Got to us, like I said, we were number 3 on his list, purchased our book, and sent in an email. Within a minute, now my sales team was already gone for the day. I saw the email coming in because I see all of them that come in, and I called him. And he was shocked. Shocked that somebody called him that quickly within doing a transaction within a company. So we started to have a conversation about solving his problem. I wasn't trying to sell him anything because I didn't know what to sell him. Just because he came in there interested in something doesn't mean he's on the right product. 50% of the time, believe me, they're on the wrong product. They don't even know what they want. They just assume they've done this or done that, and this is the right way. And that only happens when you gather information and then put them on the product that will solve the problem. So after getting all that information, I told him, look, we'll set up a time next week, and I'll go through the demonstration. And he's like, yeah, maybe we can get coffee. I said, yeah, look. And part of the question I asked him is, look, how fast do you want to get started? And he said, I want to get started immediately. I said, great, let's grab a cup of coffee this weekend. That's just a knee-jerk reaction because I knew that he was close to me. I mean, I would have traveled 50 miles. That's how much I want to service our customers and clients. He couldn't believe it. I said, how did we'll go tomorrow? He goes, I can't. I got all this family stuff and the business. I go, how about Sunday? He goes, Super Bowl Sunday? I go, yeah. Game's at 5. He goes, yeah, about 11:30 at Starbucks. So right now it's 12:22, and we wrap this up. And I went through the demonstration and solved his problem. And one thing I found out is the work he was trying to do with the other company, he had a complaint. And it was the first thing he complained about, and maybe it was a knee-jerk reaction, but it was price. And the first thing they did is like, oh, well, we'll knock this off. We'll lower the price. The problem was it wasn't the fact that he couldn't afford this product or service. It was the fact that it was too small. They didn't have him on the right product. It wasn't big enough to solve his problem. It had nothing to do with the $3,000 a month. The fact is he spent 5 times more with us without an objection. So why would he not spend $3,000 a month and spend $15,000 a month with us? Because the value exceeded the price. And anytime the value exceeds the price, you got a deal. Every single time. And that comes through gathering the information. It wasn't just a done-for-you marketing that he needed. And it was a specific system. And he realized what's worked for us, what's worked for our other members, can work for him, because now we were able to break that down. It was that he needed business coaching. The only way he was able to scale his business to the levels he wanted was through coaching as well. So we went up another level. So you're continuing to fact find. So it wasn't the middle package. He needed the mastermind bolted on as well. Because he realized, one, what he's seen what we've done for others, backed up by third party. You always want to have that. But through the demonstration, realizing having this marketing system in place and then getting the business coaching that he desperately needed to scale his business to the level that he wanted, he goes, do you take Visa? That was his answer afterwards. He couldn't wait because he wanted to start immediately. He told me that. Right? You got to ask, get that information and put them on the right product. And if they object to something, even if it's price, it doesn't mean that they can't afford it. It means you might have them on too small of a product. You need to be able to learn to move them up. The only way someone is going to buy is if you solve their problem. So what do you think is going to happen on Monday, right, when he gets a phone call from this other company? Hey, I already purchased. I got everything taken care of. Somebody went above and serviced me the way I deserve to be serviced. I didn't complain that it was Super Bowl Sunday. We had a cup of coffee. This was all done within 39 minutes. And he spent 5 times more with us without one objection because the value exceeded price. So I'm going to give you here, I want to give some great sales advice. So if you're a sales guy, if you're director of sales, if you're a manager, and if you're the owner of the company, this is for everyone. You want 7 steps that I'm going to give you right now of exactly what I just did and what our team does step by step to be able to close this sale and service the customer. 1, you got to build rapport right off the bat. And that can be done in the greeting. Doesn't have to be a long, it could be done in the greeting. 2 is create interest. That's going to come by gathering information, okay, and create interest. And then determine the needs and wants. If 50% of the time they don't know what they need or want, how are you going to know what product to put them on? Just because they say something doesn't necessarily mean that's going to solve the problem. They could have shiny object syndrome. So you got to determine their needs and wants and put them on the correct product. And then demonstrate exactly how your product or service will solve their problem. Without that demonstration, there's no value in it. It just becomes, the transaction will happen over price. If you don't demonstrate how, the deal's going to be done over price. And when a deal's done over price, so many things can go wrong because you haven't locked it down. And 8 out of 10 times it's just going to unwind. Or they're going to work for a couple of months and then go away. That's not a way to scale a business. What was that? 4, 5. You got to write the proposal down. Everything's got to be written down. People are going to believe more what they read than what they see. Even if it's done over the phone and you can use your computer and show everything right, our stuff is all up front. Price. Tell them up front. What you get broken down. We went through our done for you marketing and opened up my Surface Pro. We went through it. It was prices right up front. Here it is. And here's what you expect every single month. So there's no guessing of when do I get everything. It's broken down. I don't want to meet their expectations. I want to exceed them. Every single time. Every single client. Every single customer. Exceed their expectations. Remember, value. Where are we? 6. You got to close and lock down the deal. Okay? You got to lock down the deal. If you follow all these steps, then it's locked down. There's no reason why, right? Why? He handed me his credit card, right? I solved his problem that he couldn't wait to give me the credit card. And it was 5 times more what everyone else was asking. Value exceeded price. And he wanted to start immediately. I got that information. So if I waited, what could have happened? Well, somebody else might have sold him something. But then he's stuck. And that could waste 6 months, 3 months. How many times have you purchased something and then you've gone so far, you've gone so deep, that you just suffer and try to see it through, and that could be a year. Seen that happen too. And 7, this is how you're going to grow your income. You can't skip any of these steps. So follow what I say in this thing, and you guys are going to become greater at selling and servicing your clients. And remember, this was all done in 39 minutes. I want to make sure I had those done right. All right. Nope, that's everything. So remember, follow the steps. You're there to service the best service you can to your customer client. And if a objection comes up over price, doesn't mean they can't afford it. It just means you might not have them on the right product. Instead of thinking, well, I'm going to cut the prices. And if you cut your prices, to me, that means you don't believe that your product or service can solve their problem. And if you don't believe it, they won't believe it. And they won't trust you. You lose your credibility and they won't buy from you. Just remember that. So I hope this was helpful. Use it. And remember that value exceeds price. If they complain about price, you might not have them on the wrong product. Don't think down. Think, do I have them on a big enough product? And solve their problem. So hopefully we'll have a great game today. I know I'm going to absolutely enjoy it because I already started my day out right. And more to come next week. Bye, everybody.